Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
So today is the last week that we're going to discuss, starting from day 25, cue the magic. Life is playfulness. We need to play so that we can rediscover the magic all around us. By Flora Colao, writer and therapist. Today's practice, Cue the Magic, is one of my favorite practices because it's a game we play with the universe and it's a lot of fun. Imagine that the universe is friendly and caring and wants that you have everything you want in life. Because the universe just can't jump up and walk up and hand you whatever it wants, it uses the law of attraction to slowly attract and guide you, give you signals and signs to help you receive your dreams. The universe knows you have to feel gratitude to bring forth your dreams. So it plays its part in the game by giving you personal cues to remind you to be grateful. It uses people, circumstances, events that surrounds you in your day as your magic cues to be grateful. It works like this. If you hear an ambulance siren, the magic cue from the universe is to be grateful for perfect health. So what is a cue? It's like a sign that the universe is, it's a way that the universe is communicating with you, and it's a sign that you should take, that it's a message from the universe. So if you see a police car, your magic cue is to be grateful for safety and security. If you want to change the weight of your body, when you see another person with your perfect weight, it's your magic cue from the universe to be thankful for your perfect weight. If you want to have a family, when you see babies and children, take the magic cue and be grateful for children. When you arrive home, it's your magic cue to be grateful for your home. And when a neighbor calls in to have a cup of coffee, or you want to wave them across the street, it's your magic cue to be grateful for your neighbors. If you happen to see one of your material desires on your list, such as your dream house or the car you really wanted to get, around the neighborhood when you're outside or anywhere you see, then it's a cue from the universe that be grateful for it right now so that your desire can be fulfilled in the near future. So it's like a sign, a message that the universe gives you. And all we need to do is open our ears and listen and see what is it that the universe is trying to tell you. When you begin a new day and someone says, "Good morning," you're being given a magic cue to be grateful for the good morning. If you come across someone who's really happy, it's your magic cue to be happy. And if you overhear another person saying, "Thank you," for example, if you're walking to the store and someone opens the door for someone else and that person says "thank you," and you hear that word "thank you," that means it's your cue from the universe to be grateful and say thank you for the events going on around you. Find a reason to be thankful. It's your magic cue to say thank you. There are unlimited and creative ways the universe has to magically cue you to be grateful in your day-to-day activities. You can never misunderstand magic cue or get a cue wrong, because whatever you think a cue is for you, you're right. The universe uses the law of attraction to magically cue you, and so you always attract the exact cue that you need to be grateful for that moment. All we need to do in our lives now that we have knowledge of gratitude and the universe, the law of attraction, we need to open our eyes, see what is the universe is trying to tell you. Listen, what is the universe trying to tell you? What is it showing you? And what is it saying? That if you be grateful, I will give you this. So this exercise, day 25, to play the cue the magic, all you have to do is be alert to take 7 magic cues from the universe during the day and give thanks for each one of them. So for example, if you see someone with your perfect weight that you want to gain, that's your dream, then say, thank you for my perfect weight. And that's a cue that thank you, universe, for giving me the perfect weight. So that person with the perfect weight is just a reminder to be grateful for what your perfect weight is. One of the many benefits of gratitude's magical power is that it wakes you up and makes you far more alert and aware. And the more alert and aware you become, the more grateful you become, and the more easily you attract your dreams. So universe, cue the magic. Yeah.
जादुई संकेत को समझे। जीवन में आनंद है, हमें आनंद करने की जरूरत है ताकि हम अपने चारों ओर के जादू को दोबारा खोज सके। जीवन में आनंद का स्थान अति महत्वपूर्ण है। आनंद यानी जीवन। हम कुछ भी करते हैं आनंद पाने के लिए। हम सोचते हैं कि मेरे पास ये जॉब होती तो मुझे अच्छा होता, आनंद मिलता, बड़ा घर होता, ये बिजनेस होता, तो हम हमारा एंड अप तो क्या सोचते हैं हम कि मुझे हैप्पीनेस मिले, आनंद मिले। सो मेनी टाइम्स कुछ ना कुछ हम ऐसे अपनी जिंदगी में खुशी आने के लिए बहुत सारे ऐसे ब्लाइंड स्पॉट हैं कि हम खुद ही उसको रोक देते हैं और अपने आप को एक लिमिटेशन में बांध देते हैं कि नहीं, मैं तो ये नहीं कर सकती, वो नहीं कर सकती। जैसे है कि फियर ऑफ फेलियर, फियर ऑफ रिजेक्शन, फियर ऑफ लुकिंग बैड, फियर ऑफ गेटिंग अवॉइड, फियर ऑफ अनसर्टेनिटी। सो बहुत सारी ऐसी चीज की वजह से हम अपने आप को रोक देते हैं। सो वी आर more afraid of the success than failure. तो हमें क्या करना है उसके लिए courage in the moment, हमें अपने आप को पुश करना है उसमें से बाहर निकलने के लिए। तो अभी जैसे ध्रुवी ने बताया कि हमें क्यों मिल गया, ये बुक हमारे लिए बहुत बड़ी क्यों है कि हम उससे हम अपने आप को इसमें से बाहर निकाल सकते हैं। तो सो मेनी टाइम कुदरत हमें इंट्यूशन देती है, तो हमें उसे सुनना और समझना है और अपने आप को पुश करना है। तो छोटी छोटी जीवन में ऐसी बातें होती रहती है कि मैं और ध्रुवी वॉलमार्ट गए थे और जस्ट हम शॉपिंग करके बाहर आ रहे थे, तो मुझे सॉइल लेनी थी। तो ध्रुवी ने मुझे याद किया, मम्मा चलो हम सॉइल ले लेते हैं। और कैन यू बिलीव, जैसे हम एंटर हुए, सामने ही एक शॉपिंग कार्ट में उसमें वो रखी थी 6 बैग सॉइल की रखी थी। तो मैंने ध्रुवी को देखा, देख ध्रुवी, ऐसे ही जस्ट मैंने ध्रुवी से मजा, देखिए रेडी हम ले लेते हैं, क्योंकि नहीं मम्मी किसी की होगी। तो फिर मैंने कहा अच्छा ठीक है, ऐसे बस ऐसे जस्ट मैं मजाक कर रही थी। फिर क्या हुआ, वहां पे इतनी सारी बैग थी बट थोड़ी सी थी और सारी फटी हुई थी और मतलब इधर उधर पड़ी थी। फिर मैंने कहा चल छोड़ दे, नहीं लेते हैं। और हम वही कार्ट के पास से जा रहे थे, सामने से वहां का एक एम्प्लॉय आया और मैंने एम्प्लॉय को पूछा कि कैन वी टेक दिस वन। सो उसने कहा हाँ टेक इट। मैंने ध्रुवी देख मैजिक मुझे 6 बैग लेनी थी और 6 बैग कार्ट में रेडी थे। तो इसी तरह से हमें, अगर हम भी ढूंढेंगे, हमें कुछ हमारे लिए कुछ कह रहा है, तो वी हैव टू लिसन एंड वी हैव टू फॉलो। तो प्रैक्टिस में आज अपने आप के वातावरण के प्रति चेतन रहेंगे। मतलब जिस दिन की प्रैक्टिस होगी उस दिन सुबह से लेके हमें पूरा दिन हमें थोड़ा अवेयरनेस रखनी है कि कुछ तो मेरे लिए कोई क्लू मिलने वाला है। और दिन में होने वाली घटनाओं से कृतज्ञता से कम 7 संकेत ग्रहण करें और उसके लिए कृतज्ञता व्यक्त करें।
Yes. So that was your day 25. Now, day 26. Magically transform mistakes into blessings. How does that work? Turn your wounds into wisdom by Oprah Winfrey. Every single mistake is a blessing in disguise. Today's magical practice will prove it, because you're about to discover that there are actually untold blessings hidden within every mistake. A child makes many mistakes while learning how to ride a bike or write. And we don't give it a second thought because we know that through their mistakes, they will learn and eventually master what they're trying to do. So why is it that adults are so hard on themselves when they make a mistake? The same rule applies to children that applies to you. We all make mistakes, and if we didn't make them, we'd never learn anything, and we wouldn't grow any smarter and wiser. We have the freedom to make our own choices, and that means we have the freedom to make mistakes. Mistakes can hurt, but if we don't learn from the mistake we have made, the pain we have suffered from it has been for nothing. In fact, by the law of attraction, we will make the same mistake over and over and over and again until the consequence hurt us so much that we finally learn from it. It is the very reason why mistakes hurt, so that we do learn from them and don't make them repetitively. To learn from a mistake, we first have to own it, and that is where many people can become undone, because they often blame someone else for their mistake. The problem with blaming other people for our mistake is that we will suffer the pain and the consequence of our mistake, but we didn't learn from it, and so bingo, we'll attract making the same mistake again. So again, this is also another practice about listening to the events of your life, listening what the universe is trying to channel you into, what path is the universe trying to take you. And that whole process of channeling can be painful, but that's where you have to listen and understand and learn from your mistake. So how do you learn from a mistake? Gratitude. One solution for all, multi-purpose, cleaner. No matter how bad something may seem, there are always and always many things to be grateful for. When you look for as many things as you can to be grateful for in a mistake, you magically transform the mistake into blessings. Mistakes attract more mistakes, and blessings attract more blessings. So which one do you prefer? So day 26 today, think about a mistake you have made in your life. It doesn't matter whether it was big or small mistake, but choose one that still hurts when you think about it. Maybe you lost your temper with a person close to you, and the relationship hasn't been the same since. Maybe you put blind faith into another person, and they betrayed you, and you got burned. See? So that's a mistake, right? And you still have that regret and this hardness feeling inside you that's kind of burning you from inside. So you might have chosen this cheaper option on something and it went on all wrong. It ended up costing a lot more. So you decided to take a shortcut, and that shortcut costed you more. And you might have thought you were making the right decision about something, but it completely backfired you. So it might have been that you were confident that this is going to work out, this will be perfect. But in the end, it backfired and didn't work out, didn't work well. And that leaves you hurt. And where there is hurt, your negativity attracts more mistakes. So choose your area of your life that you want to work on, day 26. Once you've chosen the mistake to magically transform into blessings, look for the things to be grateful for in that situation. To help you, there are 2 questions you can ask yourself. What did I learn from the mistake? What are the good things that came out of the mistake? The most important thing is to be grateful for about every mistake or the thing you learn from it. And no matter what the mistake, there are always many good things that came out of it and altered your future for the better. Think this thoroughly, very carefully, and see if you can find a total of 10 blessings to be grateful for. Every blessing you find has magical power. Write it out on your gratitude journal in your notebook or diary. So for example, if you are caught while speeding, while driving, and the police comes, gives you a ticket. So instead of thinking negative, switch it up and think, I'm grateful to the police for wanting to protect me from harming myself, because after all, that was all they were trying to do, right? You were the one speeding, you were at greater risk of into collision or hurting others, but the police stopped you, reminded you like a cue from the universe, reminded you to be grateful for the safety that you have access to. And then there are many other examples, so 10 lists that you're grateful for in that particular situation. And day 26, simple practice, but deep practice. So you might have to sit down, think deep, and bring out that hurt from inside. List out the 10 grateful things you are for that mistake and let it go. That's it for day 26.
Okay. So जादू से अपनी गलतियों को वरदान में बदले, अपने जख्मों को बुद्धिमत्ता में बदले. ऑपरा विनफ्री. हर गलती एक छिपा हुआ वरदान है. आज का जादुई अभ्यास इसे साबित कर देगा, क्योंकि आप यह खोजने वाले हैं कि हर गलती के भीतर दरअसल अनकहे वरदान छिपे रहते हैं. जैसे अभी ध्रुवी ने बताया कि जैसे पुलिस ने वो स्पीडिंग टिकट दी, तो क्यों दी? क्योंकि हम लोग गाड़ी स्पीड में चला रहे थे. तो हम क्या करते हैं, नॉर्मली हम पुलिस को ब्लेम करते हैं कि वो इधर उधर छुपे थे इसलिए मेरा पकड़ गए. बट एक्चुअली इट्स गुड फॉर अस एंड गुड फॉर द सोसाइटी. अगर हम स्पीड में चलाते तो और किसी को हम हर्ट कर सकते थे. तो इसी तरह हर गलती के पीछे हमें खुद को ही उस दूसरों को ब्लेम करने की जगह अपने आप को अंडरस्टैंडिंग करना है, और नेक्स्ट टाइम वो गलती नहीं हो इसका हमें ध्यान रखना है. कि किसी गलती से सीखने के लिए हमें पहले उससे स्वीकार करना होता है, और यहीं पर कई लोग अटक जाते हैं क्योंकि वे अपनी गलती के लिए प्राय किसी दूसरे को दोष देने लग जाते हैं. अपनी गलती के लिए दूसरों को दोष देने के साथ साथ समस्या यह है कि हम अपनी गलतियों के दर्द के परिणाम को तो भोगेंगे ही. मतलब हम तो भोगेंगे, उसने टिकट दिया, ये सब किया, वो तो करेंगे, लेकिन उससे हम कुछ नहीं सीख पाएंगे, और परिणाम यह होगा कि हम उसी गलती को दोबारा आकर्षित करेंगे. जब आप किसी गलती को जादुई वरदानों में बदलेंगे न का चुनाव कर ले, तो कृतज्ञ होने के लिए चीजों की तलाश करें. जो आप खुद से पूछ सकते हैं, मैंने गलती से क्या सीखा? वे कौन सी अच्छी चीज है जो गलती के फलस्वरूप सामने आई? हर गलती के बारे में कृतज्ञ होने की सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज वे होती है जो आपने उससे सीखी. गलती चाहे कोई भी हो, हमेशा बहुत सी ऐसी अच्छी चीजें भी होती है जो उसके फलस्वरूप हुई और उन्होंने आपके भविष्य को बेहतर कर दिया. जैसे अपने मम्मी डैडी भी बोलते थे कि ओ ये गलती की, अब उससे तो कुछ सीखना, ऐसा हम लोग को बोलते थे. तो सेम थिंग वही है कि जो गलती कर लेते हैं उससे हमें गिल्टी फील करने की वजह उसमें से हमें कुछ अच्छी चीज ढूंढना है, और उसके लिए हमें ग्रेटिट्यूड होना है.
Okay. So now we will shift to day 27, the magic mirror. The appearance of things change according to the emotions, and thus we see magic and beauty in them, while the magic and beauty are really in ourselves. So this was said by Khalil Gibran, a poet and artist. When you change your perspective, you start seeing a different beauty in the world around you. So it's like exactly like that flower story we talked about a couple of weeks ago. When you can spend the rest of your life running around trying to beat the outside world into the shape you want, chasing one problem after the another, trying to fix them, complaining about the situation or other people, and never succeed in living your own life to the fullest and realizing your own dreams. But when you make the magic of gratitude your way of life, everything in the world around you magically changes. Just like that, your world magically changes because you change. So what you are attracting changed too. In the inspirational words of Gandhi and in the lyrics of Michael Jackson's song, Man in the Mirror, which impacted hundreds of millions, one of the most powerful messages of all time was delivered, which is, change the person in the mirror and your world will change. So remember, we had a sip of water and we talked about be the change that you want to see in the world. And that's exactly what the mirror practice is about. The whole book, we were grateful for the things outside us, but now day 27, the author brings us to within. Be the change that you want to see outside. When you are grateful to be the person in the mirror, feelings of dissatisfaction, discontentment, disappointment, or I'm not good enough, or low self-esteem completely disappear. And with them, every dissatisfying, discontenting, disappointing circumstance in your life magically disappears too. Simple. Being grateful for yourself, the way you are, the true nature of yourself, the true light within you. Negative feelings about yourself cause the greatest damage to your life because they are more powerful than any feelings you have about anything or anyone else. You can be so happy about the other people around you, your support network, but if you think low about yourself, or if you're dissatisfied, if you think I'm not good enough, then that is taking power away from you, no matter how happy your outside surroundings are. Wherever you go and whatever you do, you take those negative feelings with you in every moment, and those feelings taint everything you touch, and they act as a magnet, attracting more dissatisfaction, discontentment, and disappointment with everything you do. So change the inside if you want to see more of the good outside. When you're grateful to be you, you will only attract circumstances that make you feel even better about yourself. You have to be rich with good feelings about yourself to bring the riches of life to you. Gratitude for yourself enriches you. It empowers you. So day 27, to do the magic mirror practice, go to a magic mirror or go to a mirror and call it a magic mirror right now. Look directly at the person in the mirror. So look at yourself. And out loud, say the magic words, thank you, with all your heart. Mean it more than ever have before. Say thank you for being you. Say thank you for everything that you are. Say thank you with at least the same amount of feelings you've used for everything and everyone else. Be grateful for you just as you are. And when you're grateful, you don't blame yourself when you make a mistake. When you're grateful, you don't criticize yourself when you're not perfect. When you're grateful for being you, you're happy, and you will become a magnet to happy people, happy situations, magical circumstances, which will surround you wherever you go and in whatever you do. When you can see the magic in that person in the mirror, your whole world will change. So now you've known that the magic mirror is a really powerful practice, because once you change yourself, once you dive in the ocean of gratitude for your own self, you will start seeing the beauty outside. Hindi version. Yeah.
Okay. चीजों का हुलिया भावनाओं के अनुसार बदलता है और इस तरह हम उनके जादू और सुंदरता देखते हैं, जबकि जादू और सुंदरता दरअसल हम में ही होते हैं। The law of the attraction का नियम यहाँ पे हमारे ऊपर भी हो सकता है, लागू पड़ता है, जिससे के पास भी कृतज्ञता स्वयं के लिए है, उसे अधिक दिया जाएगा और उसके पास समृद्धि होगी। कि जब अपने खुद के लिए हम अपने आप को कृतज्ञ करेंगे तो हमें बहुत अच्छी चीज हमारे पास में आने लग जाएगी। हम दूसरों को थैंक्स करते हैं पर कभी भी अपने आप को रिवॉर्ड नहीं देते हैं। तो हमें मिरर के सामने खड़े होकर खुद के लिए कृतज्ञ होना है और अपनी खुद की ही तारीफ करना है। बल्कि अगर हम बोलेंगे ओ मेरे बाल अच्छे नहीं है, मेरे हाइट कम है, मेरा ये कम है, तो अपने आप को जितना हम क्रिटिसाइज करेंगे उतने अपने आप को लो फील करेंगे, कॉन्फिडेंस हमारा डाउन होता जाएगा। उनकी जगह हम खुद अपने आप की तारीफ करेंगे तो हमारे अंदर बहुत सारे पावर और शक्ति आएगी और उससे हम बहुत सारी अच्छी एटमॉस्फेयर से मैग्नेटाइज करते हैं, अच्छे लोग, अच्छी परिस्थितियां सबको अपने साथ में कर सकते हैं। यस, ओके।
So now we will move to the next day. Try one more time.
Yes, then it's
okay. I don't think her should be able to receive the message. Okay. Anyway, so we will move on to day 28 now. Remember the magic. That's the thing with magic. You've got to know it's still here, all around us, or it just stays invisible for you. Every day is unique. There's no day like any other day. The good thing that happens each day are forever different and forever changing. So when you remember the magic by counting yesterday's blessings, no matter how many times you do it, it will be different every time. It's just one of the reasons why remember the magic is such a powerful, ongoing practice to maintain the magic of gratitude in your life. No matter what your desires are now or what desires you will have in the future, this magical practice will remain the most powerful practice for your entire life. The easiest way to remember the blessings of yesterday is to start by remembering the beginning of the day. When you woke up and you go back to the whole day, recollecting what happened the previous day, the major events in the morning, the afternoon, and the evening, until you reach the time when you went to bed. When you recall yesterday's blessings, it should be effortless. You're just scanning the surface of yesterday, and as you scan, the blessings will bubble to the surface of your mind. You can start this magical practice by asking the question, what are the good things that happened yesterday? So this is day 28. You have to think back one day previous and think, what are the good things that happened yesterday? And in your mind, start remembering everything, let it all boil up to the surface. And whenever you ask a question, your mind will immediately look for the answer, right? So did you receive any great news? Did you magically receive or accomplish one of your desires? Did you feel happy? Did you feel hear back from a friend? So many questions you can ask. Remember the magic and list yesterday's blessings on a computer and write them out in a journal. Scan over the surface of yesterday's until you feel satisfied that you have recalled the blessings of the day. They can be small things or big things because it's not about the size of the blessing, it's about how many you find them and how much gratitude you feel for every single one of them. As you remember and notate each one, simply be grateful and say the magic words for it. Thank you. So that's day 28. The main practice is first, think about all the good things that happened yesterday and then write them down in your book. And ask yourselves, what are the good things that happened yesterday? And as soon as you ask yourself a question, your mind will start looking for an answer and it will give you an answer. And as you remember each one, simply say the magic word, thank you, for it in your mind. And that's the last day's practice, day 28. You made it.
जादू के साथ यही चीज है, आपको यह जानना होता है कि यह अभी यही है, हमारे चारों ओर है, अन्यथा यह आपके लिए अदृश्य बना रहता है। हर दिन अनूठा होता है, कोई भी दिन वो किसी दूसरे दिन जैसा नहीं होता है। एक दिन और दूसरा दिन में दोनों में फर्क होता है, सेम नहीं होता है। हर दिन जो अच्छी चीज होती है वो हमेशा अलग होती है और बदलती रहती है। इसलिए जब आप बीते कल के वरदान को गिनकर जादू को याद करेंगे तो यह हर बार अलग होगा, चाहे आप यह कितनी ही बार कर ले। इस वजह से भी यह अभ्यास आपके जीवन में कृतज्ञता के जादू को बनाए रखने के लिए सबसे शक्तिशाली अभ्यास है। चाहे आपकी वर्तमान इच्छाएं जो भी हो या आपकी भावी इच्छाएं जो भी हो, यह जादुई अभ्यास जीवन भर सबसे शक्तिशाली अभ्यास रहेगा। क्या करना है कि हमें जो अगले दिन जो हुआ था उसी को, अच्छी जो भी चीज हुई थी उसको हमें याद करना है। कि जैसे कि किसी ने हमारी प्रशंसा की है, कि कोई मैंने खाना अच्छा बनाया तो कोई ओ बहुत अच्छा खाना बनाया, कोई मेरी बहुत पुरानी फ्रेंड का फोन आ गया, या फिर मैं और ध्रुवी कहीं घूमने गए और वहां पे हमें बहुत अच्छा अचानक से कुछ अच्छा खाने को मतलब मिल गया, या फिर कोई अच्छे फ्रेंड्स मिल गए। तो कोई नई चीज हमने, जैसे कोई नई चीज की हमने शुरुआत की हो, तो इसी तरह कोई भी किसी भी तरह का डे बिफोर हमने कुछ भी किया उसको हमें रिकॉल करना है। तो हमें लगता है फर्स्ट हम जब प्रैक्टिस करेंगे तो एकदम से याद नहीं आता, पर हम अपने माइंड को बोल देंगे कि कल क्या अच्छी चीज हुई थी। वो हमें माइंड को जैसे हम ऑर्डर दे देंगे तो तुरंत जैसे कंप्यूटर में फाइल खुलती है ना, उसी तरह सारी धीमे धीमे फाइल खुलती जाएगी। और उसको हम क्या करेंगे, सबको हम एक पेपर पे या अपने मोबाइल में लिख देंगे और फिर वन बाय वन उसी को ग्रेटिट्यूड करते जाएंगे। Yes.
So that's 10. So let's close today's session with Mark Twain said, kindness is the language the deaf can hear and the blind can see. That's it for today. And we will meet next week for the conclusion session. And yeah, let's open it up for discussion.